If you're interested in this look, please keep on watching. Hello, my name is Krisha. I am 21 years old, and today we are going to be just playing with makeup and having a good time. And I'm going to be talking about all the fun stuff that happened during 31 days of Halloween. I've had a week off, time to reflect, and we're just going to do something crazy. I recently fell in love with the Makeup a Murderer Neon Poison Pigments, so I want to do something with like the purple and the pink today, because I've never done a pink neon eye on my channel before. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to prime as usual with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and the Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Filling Primer. If I don't mention any products or their shade names, they're always going to be in the description box below. Now, 31 days of Halloween, I don't regret doing it at all. I loved doing it. It was so much fun. The creativity I had to do with all of the looks, like being super creative. No, I didn't underestimate, I just procrastinated the amount of work that it was going to take to get all of the videos done. I started filming ahead of time. I had the first 2-ish weeks filmed before October hit. And then for foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in 405. I don't know if this actually has like a name. Peel for Drug Facts. I never knew it had one of these. Okay. Oh, I did not need 3 pumps. Oof, I did not need 3 pumps whatsoever. Oh dear. Oh, and I forgot. The thing is that when I was doing 31 Days of Halloween, I used the other foundation, which was like the most full coverage to ever exist. So like, I'm very much like, I don't have my usual system together. So for under the skin coverage, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair Beige. I'm not going to go in with the foundation just yet. I'm first going to go in with this, just so it can cancel out whatever I want it to cancel out. We are going to blend this out. And my skin has actually been doing very well, all things considered. Like, I've been working on my skincare to fight the battle against maskne. And so far from what I'm seeing, it's doing quite well, actually. Should I do under contour? Nah, I'm not gonna do under contour. Wow, this looks lovely already. So now we go in with the foundation. And a trick I learned from Jackie Aina is like, I'm gonna spray like 2 things of setting spray while I blend the foundation into my skin. Forgot how watery this was. Problem is, I'm so used to the Maybelline 24-Hour foundation now because of doing 31 Days of Halloween with just that foundation. So I'm not used to this foundation yet. Grab a tissue. I'm just gonna do 2 spritz, and then I'll start blending out this foundation into the skin. And I'm using a really, really light and fluffy foundation brush, just so I don't disturb the concealer that's underneath. And I'm not worried if I have like brush strokes or anything like that, because if I do, then it's all good. I'm not worried if I have brush strokes or not, because I'm gonna go over it with a sponge, just to make sure that I got all of it out. And before the foundation dries, I'm just gonna do 1 more spritz directly onto my nose. And now just to bounce out any streaks we may have, blend down the neck, all of that good stuff. Do we all have a favorite day of everything is everywhere? Do you guys have a favorite day I did for 31 Days of Halloween? I don't have a favorite day. On my Instagram, Krisha MUA, you do see that I did like my top 10, which I'll put pictures around because I can't list them all off the top of my head. But 31 Days of Halloween was so much fun. I absolutely loved it. So now that my face is all beaten, I'm going to, for a highlighting concealer or lightning ka-chow concealer, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Light Peach. Just a little bit. I need more concealer. I'm out. Oh my god. I used up all of it. A little on the forehead, a little on the chin. I'll go over the bridge of my... I've discovered that when I go with concealer on my nose, I end up having too much. So I'm just gonna use the excess on the nose. Now to beat this out. And now that I'm happy with how this looks, I'm going to set everything with Coty Airspun and lay down the first bake. I haven't been criticized yet for my double baking method, and honestly, it's not, well, technically it is baking. So now for brows, I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in Dark Brunette to fill them in, shape them, you know, all that jazz. Then I'm gonna wipe off the excess powder, do a spray of Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist, and while that settles into the skin, I'm going to use the Essence Lash Brow Gel Mascara, the clear one, to set the brows, and then we'll move on to eyes. So what were you guys for Halloween? Did you enjoy Halloween? Jake, actually, I was debating on what I wanted to be for Halloween. I honestly was just gonna pull out Morticia Addams because that's such an easy costume to do. Especially for Jake because like he looks so much like Gomez anyway. But Jake said he wanted to be Jonathan and Mavis from Hotel Transylvania. And originally I was like, how on earth am I gonna do that? I'm gonna have to cut the wig to make it like her bob shape. Like, how am I gonna be able to do that? But then like, on the day of Halloween, I was busy, I was running around like crazy. So I was just like, you know what? We're just gonna do something easy peasy. I pulled out stuff from my closet. I did my makeup really interesting. But here's the fun thing that happened with my makeup. I thought it looked terrible at first. I was like, oh my god, this doesn't look good. I was originally planning on doing a matte smoky eye, but then something with, I guess, the formula of the black I was using, it just didn't look good. It wasn't working out. So I put a glimmer on top. Literally, I just didn't like how my makeup turned out. But then I picked up lunch. I went to Chipotle, and the Chipotle near me has a Starbucks right next to it. So I went to Starbucks, and it was so awesome. I pulled up, and I didn't put my mask on yet, and she was like, oh, you look so good. Not many people can pull off black lipstick. Your makeup looks so good. And I was like, oh my god, thank you. And then she was like, wait a minute. So she pulled up the girl next to her and she was like, look at her makeup. And the girl was like, oh my god, it looks so good. So then they started pulling out all the baristas. And then all the baristas, there was like a couple guys, a lot of girls. They all started complimenting my makeup. And it was so great. And I started crying. I was so touched because I thought my makeup really sucked. But it didn't. People liked it. Oh my god. That made me so happy. And that just like goes to show you how much a compliment can make your day. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to make me feel that special, and yet they did. And I'm still super like happy about it. Like even thinking back to it. So now I'm gonna lay down the second bake. And this is mainly to protect our skin from the eyeshadows we're about to put down. And yes, I'm putting bake all the way up to my lower lash line because that was the mistake I made with the black. Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna put shadow on my lower lash line, but then it looked like I had a black eye. So I am taking 0 chances. And also, I want to wear this makeup for like the rest of the day. So what I'm thinking I want to do is I'm gonna lay down Louise. I'm gonna do one eye at a time. And first I'm gonna go in with the purple. And the purple is gonna be mainly on the bottom half of my lid. And then I'm gonna put the pink, and then I'll grab some sort of blendy brush and like brush it on. But first I gotta grab packer brushes for this. Okay, this brush looks good. This brush still has black on it. This brush still has gray on it. I need to wash my brush. The moral of this story is that I desperately need to wash my brushes. So now I'm gonna go in with the Louise base and I'm gonna lay that down on the eye and then get started. Okay, so now that I have down that groovy combination, I'm going to try blending it out. I'm just gonna take like a really fluffy brush and try to like wipe off the excess of the shades. Now I'm gonna go in with my blendy brush that has not touched any pigment and just go at that edge. This is a really tiny blendy brush. And I'm just going to start going at that edge and blending it up. So now with the same brush I used to pack on the purple, there's plenty of pigment left on it. I'm just gonna like go at the edge of the pink and the purple and just start trying to diffuse that edge a bit. I'm loving how that is looking. Wow. Literally whenever I do makeup, the vision I have in my head never translates to my eye, like at all. This might actually be the first time that that has ever happened. Yeah. Okay, I love how that looks. And now just with the excess on the pink brush, I'm just gonna go in and add like a touch more just to increase the vibrancy of the shadow. And then I'm gonna take it and just do my bottom lash line. There is plenty of, oh my god, just got it all in my eye. There is still plenty of product on the brush to do the whole bottom lash line. And you're like, Krish, are we gonna put purple on the bottom lash line? Well, hold on to your butts. Oh god, I'm covered in pink and purple. So now I'm gonna wipe off the excess bake. Oh god, now there's pink and purple everywhere. And assess the damage of the fallout. Also, I'm just gonna gently sweep over the eye just to get all the excess off. Okay, definitely after this I need to wash my brushes. I'm gonna try to clean up this enormous mess that's now all over my desk. The one thing about loose pigments they never tell you about, they get freaking everywhere. Like, you will be coated in the loose pigment. It will be everywhere. Like, loose pigments are awesome and they're fun to play with, but god, do they cause a mess. Alright? Okay. I love this. So now I'm going to do another spray of Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist just to bring the face back down to neutral. I used a lot of powder in the baking process. So now I'm just gonna put down a thin line of black eyeliner just for the lashes' sake. So now I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara to coat the lashes. I'm still not 100% certain if I'm going to put on lashes or not. I guess I'll see after I put this mascara on. No, I like how this looks. And so now to get that purple to match the pink on the lower lash line, I'm going to take the ColourPop BFF Gel Cream Liner in the shade Piggy Bank. And this is a nice purple that I'm gonna put in the waterline. I love how this looks. It looks so good. So now for bronzer, I'm going to take the Physicians Formula bronzer and I'm just gonna contour. I'm not gonna do like anything particularly special. I just want like a little bit of contour to shape the face. Then for blush, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Pearlescent Pink. This is like discontinued. It was discontinued like a while ago. It's just this felt like the correct thing to use because it's so pink. Also, it's a little bit shimmery. I know it's like I know it's a dupe for the NARS Orgasm blush, and I want to put a lot on So they look very pinky and cutesy. And then for highlighter, I'm actually going to use 2 highlighters. Because, you know, we can't just leave it at one. I'm going to take, actually from the Frozen 2 Elsa palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Cuddle Close. And this is a duochrome shade. So it'll be nice and pinky, which I'm very excited for. Oh, you can see it on camera. Lovely. Actually, no, I'm not going to use the second shade. I'm just going to use this. And this goes on the forehead too. Down the nose, Cupid's bow chin. No, I think I'm going to use the 2. Why not? I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. This is in Crystal High. This is also discontinued, but it is such an amazing highlighter. And I'm just going to like brush this so gently over the top. And this is going to add like a super glow to the skin. And this is also like pinky, but it's more a champagne-y pink. And then this shade I'm also going to put in my inner corner and on my brow bone as highlight. Wow, I love that. And then for lipstick, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Disney collab in the shade Ariel. And then doing a bit of setting spray, and then this look is all done. And this is it. This is my look all complete. I really hope you guys liked this video. I know it was back to our normal style, not a 31 days of Halloween video, but I want to thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys like me, please subscribe to the channel. I come out with a video every Monday at 2:30 p.m. EST, or I try to, sometimes I don't. If you guys want updates on what videos are happening, or if you want to see more looks that are crazy creative, head to my Instagram at CremeUA, and yeah, thank you so much. Goodbye.